Okay, good evening, everyone. So today we're going to touch on the Remax back office. Like I was saying, we're going to do a little bit of design center and hopefully a little bit of hustle, depending on how much time we have, which will be good. If you haven't gone to check it out yet, it's www.remax.net. When you go there, generally it's your first name dot your last name at remax.net. If you don't have login credentials, you can try calling the 1-888 number at the bottom of the screen. If you're new, you can check for a welcome to Remax email in your email. If all of that fails, call me and we'll get you set up. Maybe you just haven't been officially set up in the Remax back office yet. But there are a ton of tools back there. So yesterday, actually this morning, I think they all pushed through, right? The welcome emails. Yesterday we got set up on KV Core. And you guys should have all been getting a welcome email. So, you know, all those IDX, DDX forms we filled out, that was to get us set up on this new platform. So any of you who haven't used the back office before, we used to have a CRM in there and have lead street. We get leads to our phones. KV Core is supposed to be better. So I'm really hoping, because I actually researched KV Core before it was coming to Remax. And I looked at it as a tool that I could pay for monthly. And like I know Vaheesan was saying, a lot of other Remaxes are paying for it monthly. We get it included, and the CRM back there is going to be amazing. I'll be doing some training in a couple of weeks. The CRM in there is going to be amazing. They have reminder tools, calendars, stuff for your clients. Hopefully they'll still have the same platform. You can push out, you know, happy birthday and regular newsletters to your clients and whatnot. I still have to, I just logged in today for the first time. I'll do some training for it in a little bit. But today we're going to focus on, I had got asked on Tuesday to curate a little content. Give me something I can put on my Facebook. Give me something I can push out to my clients. Give me a little something to do. And I said, oh, well, there's tons of tools in the back office. So I decided to cover that tonight just to show you guys what you can do. It's really, really good. I'll just share my screen here. When you log into remax.net, you come to your dashboard here. And you'll see a whole bunch of different icons. So usually your most used or your most recent are floating around here on top. The first one we're going to cover is Design Center. If you don't see it there, you can just go to the toolbar at the left-hand side for apps and tools. Hold on, let me just highlight my mouse here in case you guys can't see it online. So apps and tools, you can go and you can click on it here. Okay. And you can take a scroll through all of the apps that are available for us. There's tons of stuff. You guys can go in here and become experts on a whole bunch of different things. If you're a new or an old agent, there's a Remax University back there. There's tons of videos you can watch on how to become a more productive agent, where to find leads, stuff like that. But we're going to go into Design Center today. Okay. So when you first do your onboarding for remax.net for the back office, what happens is it's going to ask you to put in your MLS ID, so your 953 or whatever number that is you learn to you use to log into Stratus. Okay, make sure you do that. If you haven't done that, I can show you how to go back in your profile. It's a little tricky to go back into your profile and enter that, or it asks you if you currently have a listing to put that listing MLS ID in. What it does is once you do that once, it'll link any listings that you load into Stratus, into MLS, automatically it'll link to your Remax. Okay. And you want that for several reasons. It's going to showcase on Remax.ca website as listings, and Remax has strong online presence. You know, their SEO marketing is great. So people searching for condos in Scarborough, Remax is coming up 3-1 of the competition. So you want to really make sure that they're being funneled into your Remax profile and that that's set up properly. Again, I'll have to do that on an individual basis. So you guys can just come to me and I'll help you do that. But the other thing it does is it loads your listings automatically. So I'm just going to show you how super easy it is. How super easy it is to go and create some content for your listings to boost your listing. Say you want to post something on your Facebook today or your Instagram, or you want to email blast your clients or something like that, or maybe e-blast a bunch of other agents that you know. If you're in like a little agent WhatsApp group or something, you want to create something for just some content for that, right? So you can go into any one of your listings. You can see my listings are loaded in here, right? And you can go and you can view projects, right? And when you come in here, it gives you a bunch of different projects that you want to do. So you could do your own virtual tour, for instance. Okay. It's as easy as just clicking on it. And because if your profile is properly set up and you've linked those listings to come in and automatically load, there's really not much to do. Okay. And it'll automatically create some really good content for you. So I'm just going to go to edit because I want to make sure that everything's tweaked the way I like it in here. And the project name is going to be, I just have it as the listing, you know, I'm going to leave it like that. It automatically comes up as a listing address. And I'm going to save and continue. And then it's going to automatically load all the pictures that we've loaded into Stratus for our MLS listing. Okay. So say there's some you don't want, and they're like, maybe this isn't exciting in a virtual tour and you want to nix this laundry room one. I can remove this image, right? Play around with your images and stuff like that. In here, you can also order them around, you know, you can just sort of play with them, drag and drop them, switch the order of what your pictures are going to look like in your virtual tour, right?
Is it possible to change the for sale to for lease, or is there anything for lease?
So if it's a for sale listing, it'll say for sale. If it's a for lease listing, it'll say for lease. What do you mean? Like where? Like at what point?
When you go to the, you know, you went for the for sale item, right? Instead of you go to your listing for lease.
You say you want to change it and it's for lease?
Yeah.
So like I say, if you have a for lease listing in there, it'll automatically upload it. So here, let me go back for a minute just to home.
No, I'm also working here, but I'm not able to see anything for lease, like kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's okay. So see here, I have Grangeway up for sale and I have it for rent right now, my Grangeway listing, because we had it up for sale for a while. The people are biting in this building. Nothing's sold since August, not a similar unit. My clients are kind of getting tired. So they've asked me to put it up for rent as well. So both my listings are in there. So if I go into this one, it'll be all for rent, you know, for lease. If I go into this listing, it'll say for sale. See what I mean?
If you click on that, it's not showing up. Sorry. Yeah.
It's not showing up in your.
No, it's not showing as a for lease. Can you please click on that? It says still for sale. I
This
wanted
for
to
rent
edit.
one?
Yeah.
And you want me to go to edit? At what point?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do that, but then I think it doesn't. Does it change it? Let me see.
Are your listings showing up automatically when you log into your Remax?
Yeah, those things are showing up.
Okay,
Only I wanted to see whether it's picking up the.
Okay. So where were you saying that it says for sale or for lease? Where am I looking here?
When you go to the preview, once you do that, then you go for a preview.
Okay, so the preview is going to happen at the end when I go through all these sections, right? Okay, give me 1 second. So let me just go through this. So I'm going to play around with the pictures and I'm going to go save and continue. It's going to bring me to the next text. So what do I want to write about this, right? I could put a name here. I could put some URLs in. I could tweak what I want to happen to my my virtual tour. Just keep in mind, you can't advertise in your virtual tour if you're posting it on your listing. If you create this and post it on your listing, you can't advertise on it. Okay. And then if I save and continue, it's going to let me, I can even tweak the description here as well if I want. But then I'm going to go to the agent contact information. And it's just going to show me, this is the picture I have on file. This is my name. This is my email address. If I want to change, you know, any of this information, change my title, change my phone number, put my Facebook in, put my Twitter in, you know, it'll show up in the virtual tour. And then when you go to save and continue, it's going to come to that preview part 3 that you're talking about, right? So it's just reminding me here, it's going to say, you know, if you posted this or, you know, you're hosting it anywhere else, it's going to need to be scheduled for you to upload it or change it in your automatic emails because you're changing what you've originally sent. It's fine. If you're just creating it, you can ignore that part. And now you're going to come to the preview here. Is that where you're saying it says for lease or for rent? I mean, for lease or for sale?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also doing here.
Takes a little while to populate. Just give it a second there. So it says 2,800 there. It's not saying for.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you have that same listing for sale as well? Three?
No, I have it only for the lease.
Only
Yeah.
for lease. Okay, that's funny, eh? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure why it's showing up like that for you. I'd have to look at your screen and see what's happening with it.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, okay. So that's one of the projects you can do. You can do a virtual tour there. I'm just gonna figure out how to X this out. There we go. The X is being hidden by all my Zoom boxes up. But it's neat because it even has like music and stuff that you can choose. If you take the time to go through it and really check out every field and see what you want to change, okay? But we're gonna go back and we're gonna try and do another project, okay? Say I want to do just get something together for a listing for my client. Normally we bring a CMA, right? And we have put our CMA together like we were talking about on Tuesday. But they have lots of cute projects in here that you can bring along for your clients. So I thought I'd show you guys one. It's called Home Seller's Guide. Okay. Now they are literally, it doesn't look like there's much here, but if you go search designs, there's pretty much anything you can search. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, congrats on your new home. You know, spring cleaning tips. It brings up so many different things. Okay. Just as an example, this is Home Seller's Guide here. Okay. I'm going to select this design and I'm going to pretend I'm going on a listing appointment now. And I'm going to create something fun for my client. So I'm going to call this, I don't know, I'm doing this for 123 Main Street, right? And you can personalize this as much as you want. You can put it in different folders, right? Whatever. I just have a couple different folders named there. We'll just keep it in client's birthday for now. Save and continue. And again, it populates it so quick. Like there's really not much to do. You can verify your information. You can change some of the information in here quickly if you want. But really, I never touch most of it because I've done it a few times now and I've been posting on like Facebook and emailing my clients different things. It's really just to save and continue. And these things, there's so much content back there. I keep on telling all the agents, this is what our monthly fees go towards, what our yearly fees go towards. That doesn't come to this office. That goes to head office, right? Because that is for all of these tools that they're creating for Remax agents to use. All the advertising they do online, all the billboards they put up, but all of these tools as well. So you guys should be using them. You guys are paying for them monthly, right? So go in and play with the back office and see how you can utilize it, right? So again, I can go and I can edit whatever I want in here. I think it's just going to bring me up my information because this is just a simple brochure that I'm looking at. Yeah, so it's the same thing on the intro screen when it brought in. Just lets me put a description. But I'm going to show you guys a preview of what it looks like. Okay, so we'll preview this. That took no time. I just went in and clicked. So I might download this and send this to my client ahead of time before I get to their house, just to show I'm keeping in touch with them. I might send this to my listing appointment that I just had right this week, just to remind them of my presence. Remember, I always talk about keeping on top of the mind of your clients. So this is a good little tip instead of, you felt like, oh, I called and already checked up with them and they said they hadn't made a decision yet. Maybe send them this, right? And just so they're going, oh, that agent's still emailing me, right? That agent I met with a couple of days ago, right? So it's just the Remax home selling guide that Remax has put together for us. And it says different things, but it logos it for us, which is the most important thing. So our clients know it's coming from us. And it just goes over some different things like, questions to ask when you're choosing your agent, selling strategies for move-up buyers. Sorry, it's like jumping here. Safety first, tips and tricks for selling your home, contactless showing best practices, seller do's and don'ts, right? Tips and tricks for our clients. Beautiful, beautiful brochures, you know what I mean? A lot of these things that they have in the back office even, oh, sorry, I just stopped the share there on you guys. A lot of these things that they have in the back office have the full bleed on them too. So they're print ready. So if you're ambitious enough and you've created something really great and you want to bring it to your client, you can choose that you want it to be the printer version and it'll have the bleed so you can send it to your printer for a professional print. Or you can just, save this as a PDF and take it to Staples and print it if you want, depending on what you're doing with your projects in the back office and what you can do. But there is literally so many things you do. Maybe I'll go back in and I'll just look at one more listing. So we'll look at this Consilla. We'll view project. I just want to post something simply on my Facebook today. Things that don't take a lot of time. You can see I've been through 2 projects already. I'm just going to go and I'm going to pick this simple project here for sale, social media boost post. I find there's no showings lately. Maybe I want to throw this in my WhatsApp chat that I'm in. Like I said, if you're in a WhatsApp chat with a bunch of other realtors, Maybe I want to throw it in our family chat to remind people, hey guys, I got this listing for sale, right? We can go and we can edit this, right? It's just going to give me the address and everything. I'm going to save and continue. Right? It gives me the front picture. So this one only gives me a one picture option because it's just a one little social media boost post, right? Save and continue. And then it allows me to put some text in, okay? So I actually curated this one on my own. When I first came in here, I think it just said for sale, right? I went and I changed it to beautiful, spacious condo for sale because I was like throwing this out to agents that I dealt with before in the Peterborough area. So I changed this to say beautiful, spacious condo for sale. Okay, but when you come in, you can change that and curate it the way you want, right? And again, that's 2 seconds of your time. It helps us push our listings and helps us keep active. It helps us even show our clients, you know, I might even send this to my clients, say, hey, I sent this in my chats today. What do you think? You know, and show that we're constantly working for them, right? Literally brainless, easy to do. They've set it up so amazingly in the back office for us that you got to go in. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of projects in there. Anything you're looking for, feature sheets. We did the virtual tour, you know, the social media posts, postcards you want to print and send out, they have them. Full sheet flyer you want to print and hand out at your open house. Everything. There's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. There may be 1,000. I don't know. There's lots and lots of stuff back there. So how many people have gone and tried and used the back office here in the design center at all yet? Anybody online? Yeah. Super user friendly too. Like I'm not very good at artwork when it comes to artwork. And I'm like, ooh, this looks real professional for me. I like this, right? So yeah, I have to share with you actually the next trading session. I was laughing so hard because I was showing Shiraz actually, I was saying, you know, I try to create all my own artwork way back in the day before a lot of this was popular. And in 2010, I had an open house flyer that I created. It was pretty good. I think it's good. I'll have to share it with you guys though. And I was laughing more because the condo was $149,000, right? In 2010 from my open house. So that was a hilarious post. We were just talking about it when I was like talking about the design center and everything that we were going to do today. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our dashboard here in Remax.net in the back office. I'm just going to stop the share and come back in because I know very often it loses the share. So we'll come here. Okay. The next fun tool I really wanted to show you guys was Remax Hustle. So you can find it here under, I'm just looking for it here, video and social content. Okay. So you can use a video editor and create a whole video yourself. It's a little time consuming. I think that might be a whole training on its own. You guys can go and play with that button. Today, I'm just going to show us how to customize a commercial. Now, these are really fun to do, and I think they look really professional, right? You know, we very often say that, like, you know, when you look at the commercials on TV, Remax is the only one that you have a commercial that comes across. So they have the funny commercials, you know, with the octopus and stuff like that, and all those different commercials. They create these for us to use, so you can customize those commercials in here. So if you come into the video, it used to be called Remax Hustle. It still is, but they've changed the tab to say video and social content now. And we're going to go and we're going to try and customize a commercial now. So we'll do something fun. Now I posted these on my Facebook before, or just sent them, you know, in WhatsApp chats, and they're really cute to share. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to start putting in our information. So we're going to put Christine Hazel Boland. And as you see, as we're doing it on the right-hand side, it's displaying how it's going to show, right, in the video. And the title is Real Estate Broker. And we're at Remax Ace Realty Inc. Brokerage. And then you plug in your phone number. Okay. And the email. And the website, we can just say remaxace.ca, or you can put in your own personal one if you want. Then you have the option, you can add more information if you want. So you can put in the office address. So 1286 Kennedy 3, right? You see how it's just adding everything so nicely for us. Okay. And if there's a specific MLS that we're talking about in this video that we're trying to push, you can put the MLS number in there. It'll link it. You can click it. I don't have an MLS off the top of my head right now. And then we're going to upload a headshot. Oops, do I have a headshot on this computer? Let's see. If not, we'll just upload something funny. See, Pixany. Do I have pic? It's on my computer there at my desk. I don't know. We'll just add a, let's see what we've got here. We'll add a picture of a house or something. Okay. Okay, I don't have any pictures here, but anyways, you can add a picture of yourself here. Okay. I think I do have one on my email, but by the time I find it and upload it here, actually, let me just do it quickly because I did send myself some stuff for training today. And then you guys can see what it looks like. It's going to look pretty nice. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. There's my lovely face. I'll just save it to my desktop quickly and then we can add it to it just so you guys can get the full effect of what it looks like. Okay, so it should be in my downloads there. Okay. And go back to the screen. I just want to stop the share and come back because sometimes, like I say, when I switch screens, unless you guys shout at me when you don't see what I'm displaying, sometimes I go through 20 minutes of talking and then someone says, I can't see the screen. So I always keep on stopping the share and coming back in. So we'll go to downloads there. And there's my picture. Okay, so you can move it around, center it however you want, right? Click done, right? And then you're going to choose your commercial. So what we'll do is they have usually long and short versions. So I find I use the short version a lot. People don't have attention span. They watching something and you're a minute in and they kind of get bored. If there are reasons maybe that you use a longer version, right? If you're playing it at an open house or something, I don't know, if you're at a function and you want to play some commercials. So you can choose different ones. So for instance, like they have moving home short version, moving home long version, right? So they have some emotional ones, some funny ones. So we'll just take a quick look and you can go and preview them before you choose the video and just watch what they're doing. Just
Knowing how much this house means to you, be able to put together.
right? So that's more of an emotional one. Let's see if we can find a funny one. What's this dog here? Is this a short version of something? Just ask 32 seconds. Okay, we'll take a quick peek at this one and see what this one's funny with the dog.
Should I be celebrating?
Okay, so I'm going to say I like that one. That's a cute one we can use, especially now with our market. It's funny, a little more humorous, take the, all the doom and gloom out of our clients' minds right now in this market. So we'll say we'll select that video and we'll use it. We're just going to tell Hustle to create that video for us. Okay, and the video is complete. So now we're going to watch what it did to our video.
Should I be celebrating?
Okay, so then our client has all our information at the end of it. Not necessarily our client, even if we're posting on our social media, people can see who to contact. And from here, you can directly share it to your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your email. You can copy the link and paste it in your chats or whatever you want to do. You can download it so you can use it however which way you want. So I think that's a really cute tool for you guys to be using. It's just something different. I mean, everybody's posting stuff on social media for sale. It gets boring. You know what I mean? You don't want to see that 100 times. Most people are like just scrolling past it, right? And especially in our social media, we're so saturated with everything. You got to try to be out of the box and not normal for people to pay attention to what you're advertising and what you're doing. So I think that's a great tool for you guys to use. Do you guys have any questions so far? How are you guys online? Have you guys online tried doing any of these hustle videos or using the design center at all? Okay, so inside Remax.net, when you come in here, I suggest for things just to be even more easy for you, the first thing you need to do is make sure that your profile is set up properly. But first, all of you have to make sure you can log in tonight, right? If you can't, call that 1-800 number. If you can't, call us and we'll figure it out how to get you in. Once
So
you're
Christine,
in,
sorry,
yeah.
you were asking question. I was talking. I didn't realize that it was me on mute.
No worries.
I was actually using this Hazel and the other one.
Yeah.
Back in 2020 and 21, because 2020 there was a lady who came from Remax.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she trained us. Like it's Kelly. I don't recall her name.
They've changed now so many times. They've changed twice since I've been here.
She was doing before the pandemic. We had like on a weekly session on every Friday, every Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah.
So back then she was teaching us like how to use the Hazel, and I was using this one for a couple of my listing during the pandemic. Then awesome. I don't know, somehow I stopped.
That's okay. But it's the good thing is that Remax isn't dull. Okay, they really put a lot of their money towards marketing. So every time you go in, it's not the same commercials over and over again. And they make it pertinent to what's happening in the market. So you can see that funny dog commercial we just watched is talking about everybody's stressed. Should I sell right now? Is it a good time to sell right now? We know that that's what all of our clients are thinking, right? So we really should pay attention and go in and use it because they do change the content. It's not like you log in all the time and you're like, oh my God, this stupid dog video again. You know what I mean? Yeah, they really do. They keep on top of it. They're really good. Their marketing team sits and strategizes like to adhere to what is actually happening in our market. So it's a really, really good tool to use. For sure.
And also, Sri has had a question back earlier, right? About the list, like the, what is that, like the flyer, like when it says for sale, I think there's certain template, the template that you chose, it's going to show like just the price and the property address. But if you chose certain template, which has only for sale, so you have to know which template you are using.
That's true, Randa. It's
based on my experience back then. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, there are a million different like templates back there, depending on what you want for sale, for lease. So some of them might be specifically logoed for sale. That's true, Street.
Correct.
What Ranjit's saying. Yeah. Yeah. I never thought of that. Yeah. So I was just going to say, just to make sure your job is so much easier when you go in to use these tools, when you first come in, you should be doing a couple of things. You should be going to your profile first, and you want to view your profile, and you want to make sure that everything's there. So it doesn't automatically upload your picture, especially if it's not on file with Remax yet. You're new, right? Excuse me. You want to make sure that everything in there is good. Your broker, when you licensed. Oh, look at 18 years now. Woohoo! I keep on saying 17. I'm losing track of time. Languages you speak, it automatically puts in awards that you won. So when people are choosing agents out there, and the thing is that I hope KV Core works the same way. I think it's supposed to be better. Anybody who would probably signed up in the back office, we were legitimately getting leads at least once or twice a month to our phone. Okay. Don't not pay attention to them. They're good leads. They went everything from rentals to viewing $1.4 million homes. Right? They're decent people. They're hot leads. So we've all, as agents, have tried to use lead companies over the years. We know they're complete garbage. They give us a list. We go, okay, we tire ourselves. We call 100 people on this list and all the leads are garbage. Half people say, oh, how'd you get my number? I didn't sign up for this. No, I'm not selling, right? When you call these people, they're legitimate because, like I say, their capture online is so good. So what's happening is Remax.ca has how many millions of people going to that website? And they're clicking on things saying, oh, I want to view this listing. Okay. And it's not necessarily your listing and you get the lead. That's how Lead Street worked. So I'm not speaking for KV Core, but it's supposed to work the same. We're just getting into it now. And you call those people, they'll say, yeah, I wanted to view 123 Main Street. When can you show it to me? They are good leads. Don't ignore them coming to your phone. Make sure that you get set up. Once we get familiar with KV Core, I'm going to make sure that we're all set up, because that's the one thing I was making sure everybody was set up for those leads to their phone. We're going to make sure what we get going with that once we get familiar with it. But we come in here and it's just going to say what your specialties are, you know, curate this however you want it, whatever you work on. If you do condos downtown, say that, because when people are looking for, because some of those people just think in their mind, I really want to know, only use someone who's used to selling condos downtown in the downtown core, right? That'll help you get picked out of the people, out of the profiles on Remax, right? And then if you go back to your apps and tools, there's another place you want to make sure that your profile is polished. And that is the referrals. Let me go here. They've changed things around a little bit. At least they didn't change this. Took me a while to find hustle last week when I was looking for it, because they had changed the title of it. Okay. You want to make sure your profile is set up, because here is where you go to get referrals. And this is not only get referrals. I like to remind agents too, we are allowed to trade in Ontario. You can drive as far as you want. If it's further than you want to drive, you're going to refer it. If it's out of province, you're going to refer it. Okay. If it's out of country, you're going to refer it. This is the beauty of being a Remax agent. Okay. Don't lose out on that sale just because your client's moving to Scotland. You're still going to get a portion of that commission. It's still your client. Just because they're moving out of somewhere, you can't practice, right? You're going to come in here and you're going to find somebody on the Remax system, right? Generally, Remax likes you to trade between Remax to Remax, like they want you to refer to Remax, right? And you're going to find a Remax agent in Scotland, and you're going to call them and say, hey, I have a client moving from selling a house in Toronto. They want to buy in, I don't know, wherever, Scotland. And can we work out a referral? Sign a referral agreement before you give them all your client info and get going. And you still make a portion of that commission. Generally, you get about 25%, right? If you can negotiate more, fine. I usually say 60-40. They always say no, 70-30. You know, sometimes you end up with 25, right? You see. So just don't lose out on that commission. Always think of where you can get some business from, right? Yeah, so this is where you go in and you can look at people from different offices. You might say, I have someone moving to, I don't know, let's say Miami, right? So Miami, Florida. And we're just going to look and see who we want to pick from here, right? So if you click on somebody's name, you see this guy's got his picture up, you know what I mean? He's giving you oh, this guy really went to town. He put a good description up. So he was born in Miami. You say, oh, I really like this guy because he was born in Miami and I feel he knows the area well. I might choose him over, let's pick up someone who has hopefully not so great a profile. Okay, well, let's see. She's curated hers. Every now and then you'll hit someone where they haven't even bothered to put a picture in. But anyways, just imagine like you hadn't gone and done your profile and you didn't take time to put your description in. I know it seems silly when you have to write about yourself a little bit and put your picture in, but people are genuinely going in and choosing these, you know, and it happens. You know, when I was at Century 21, I got just headhunted from like the main websites from someone from London, England, right? To sell the property for a client they had back in London, England. So go into your profile, make sure everything is set up properly for so many different reasons, for people choosing you, for people referring to you, but also because it's so easy to use those tools. Like I said, when you go into the design center and everything, it's literally 5-10 seconds of your time and you can create everything because it just pulls it from your profile and it pulls it from your listing. So make sure that when you do your onboarding, you do all of that stuff. Does anybody have any questions? How's everybody doing online there?
Good, I think.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
Good,
we
good.
used it in the past, but recently they stopped this, right? So now we can again back use it. Yeah.
No, they never stopped the back office. They never stopped like the design center or anything. They just took out Lead Street in like mid-December because they were replacing it with KV Core. So KV Core is the next thing that I want to learn nicely so we can use it, because it's really good, because it's going to have reminders in it for us. You know, like if somebody tells you, I want to buy a cottage in the spring and it's October, like, how are you going to remember that? You should be putting everything your clients say into your CRM, especially now that we have such a good CRM available to us to use. It's going to be really important to use it, right? To keep on top of it, to keep in your clients' faces. And like I say, think of out of the box reasons to use it. Like I just had a listing appointment. Then I called him 2 days later and he said, no, I haven't decided yet. Well, I might send him that, you know, listing your home brochure, just so he sees it in his email and I'm always sort of in his face, right? Because there's other agencies talking to as well. So you want to make sure you look like the active one, right? Because he wants to use someone who he thinks is going to be active selling his property, not the guy who called him once and said to call back in a week. And then you kind of forgot in a week and you called him 2 weeks later and you realize he listed with someone else, right? It's the worst thing. That it's a big mistake that we make in our industry. We don't keep on top of our clients, right? Tuesday, we have an excellent topic. It's one of my favorite. I didn't do it last year here because I was still sort of new. I used to have accountants come in to talk to us about how to file our taxes. We have the pleasure of having Selvin, who's really versed on the topic. He's really good at all the, especially with our filing with our precs now, which is really new to us. We're used to filing maybe individual taxes, but things that we can look out to file for our corporations, write-offs we can do, ways to save, to help us sort of not pay so much tax at the end of the year, right? And also smart ways you should be setting up your corporations and things you should be doing. Don't miss it. He's got a lot of good things to say. I'll be putting my 2 cents in from what I know. But it's also Pancake Tuesday. So we're going to have a nice Pancake Tuesday lunch. Well, like not lunch, but like, early, late breakfast, early lunch, I guess, because the training's 10:30 to 11:30. I've already got the pancakes in the freezer. So so everybody don't miss that topic. It's going to be really, really good. If you guys go to, like I say, you go to navigate anything in your back office and you're not sure, or you want to know if there's something that you can create, like you want to really send out an e-blast to your client, and you want a suggestion, just ask me and we can go and check out what you can do there and help you create it. All right, everyone have a good family weekend. It's a long weekend. Enjoy. Go to dinner, take the kids somewhere, do something fun.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Do the same.
Thank you so much.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Shahid. Thank you.